Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to flip number 81. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm going to be doing a flip of the first part, or however many pages I get done, of February 2017. This is the center of my book. This part right here is all of January, and then this part here will be all of February. And I use, in case you're new to the channel, I use altered composition books that I just, decorate simply. And I glue 3 pages together to prevent bleed through. I always washi the sides just because it's pretty. And yeah, each book holds 2 months. So at the end of the year, I have 6 composition books filled with my year of journaling. So let's get started. Also, on my monthly, like the beginnings of my months, I always put a pocket in here as well. And this holds envelopes from Happy Mail. And it also holds the labels that I use up in my headers, which you'll see in a moment. And this month, for the month of February, I decided to type out quotes dealing with love. So that's that. So we'll get started. Okay, on this day here, my son and I were going out to get his birthday present. I know, everyone has their own feelings toward weapons and guns. My son collects them. And so, yeah, we went out that day to pick out his birthday present. And then this is just like a training center that is near our house, that a gun range that hopefully he'll, consider becoming a member. And this right here is a beautiful card from Crystal Dragonfly. I'll put her link below. She does a lot of mixed media art, lots of different things on her channel. And she sent me this beautiful, beautiful painted index card. And it's so cute. And it says, "Turn that frown upside down." And I'll tell you what, it was a great card to get on this day because, yeah, the end of January wasn't all that great health-wise for me. So it was very nice of her to send that. And then she also sent me this lovely card. I believe it's a tarot card. I don't know much about tarot cards. But it's a beautiful card. And I did look up its meaning. This is the Hermit card. And yeah, it describes me perfectly. So anywho, I thank her very much for her lovely gifts. She also sent some other tidbits, and that was very nice of her and sweet of her to think of me. Let's see what else we did. I went to Michael's this day as well because I was out with my son. So I went to Michael's. I was really needing 22 by 30 inch watercolor paper because I want to start this right here, creating art at the speed of life. It's a 30-day mixed media exploration, and I really want to do this project, so I needed the paper for it. So I went to Michael's and tried to get that. Of course, they were out. And they were also out of the new $10 boxes of washi. So yeah, no dice there. Then, my Sunshine's truck, his new truck, it's not new, it's new to him, but it wouldn't start. So, back to the whole vehicle issues. So, on Thursday, we had to, let's see. Oh, my husband actually had to have my son's truck towed because when he found out it wouldn't start, he was at work. So, luckily, the shop is not far from his work, so we just had it towed over there and got it all fixed up. I spent a bit of time this morning getting a Happy Meal package ready. And then these desk calendars I had seen actually on Crystal Dragonfly's video. Jackson, please stop. I'm sorry, my dogs, I'm selling them if anyone's wanting them. Anyway, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I'd seen these calendars and I love to use the images in my books and also use the images to send out in Happy Mail. So I got these, I had ordered them. I don't think I received them. I just ordered them. Yep. And let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that day I filmed or recorded a record 5 flip throughs that day. And so, yeah, that day I was also just like uploading them. That's kind of how I do it. Like, if I have the time, I do them all in succession, and then I go ahead and upload them to YouTube, so that wherever I am, whenever I want to or need to, I can just click public, and it, makes the video public. That way I just don't have to spend a whole bunch of time uploading and all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I did that day. This day here was a Friday, so we went down to the Keys. Oh, my sunshine came. Yeah, our sunshine came down with us, which was really nice. My daughter must have been doing, oh, yeah, she was gone for the weekend, doing something else. So, yeah, I just found, simple clippings and magazines and getting some vitamin C and, um, yeah, just had a regular day and we headed down south. So it was nice. We did go, I believe we went right out onto the water that day too, as soon as we got down there. And then again, the next morning, my husband got up early and went out fishing. And yeah, he didn't catch anything again, but that's life. And then my son and I stayed home. I worked on my Fibonacci pages, and we both were watching the series of unfortunate events, which is, I think it's a funny show. My daughter thinks it's creepy. She doesn't like it. I don't know. I think it's funny. And then, excuse me, and there's Fred. We also went to the supermarket, and I know I mentioned this in my ramble session. We went to the supermarket, and down in the Florida Keys, it's a very touristy place. A lot of people from abroad come to visit, and so they have like these sections of various foods from different countries in the store. So I picked up some UK treats, some British treats, and we had those. And our conclusion, my son's and my conclusion on them were, we liked the Arrow, we did not like the Turkish Delight, and we liked the digestives. So that was that. And then this day here was Super Bowl Sunday, which I'm not really a football fan, but come on, it's a thing all across the US. So we had the game on, just like many millions of people, I'm sure. And the Patriots made history. And I remember because that evening, my husband had come out at like halftime, and he said, I'm just going to go to bed because the other team was winning. And the Patriots were down some 20 some points or whatever. And so when I went into bed, my husband happened to have the TV on, and I saw the last winning touchdown, and it was in overtime, and they actually made history because no other team had ever come back from such a loss in points. So yeah, that was exciting. This here was something I saw online, and it just, it meant something to me at the time and still does now. Many of you know that I deal with chronic illness. I deal with it every day. Sometimes I deal with it better than other days. But yeah, I had a conversation with a family member, and they made a comment that just was offensive to me. And so, yeah, I saw this and I was just like, this has to go in my book, because I don't want to be angry or offended. But it's important just to remember, people that have chronic illness or any type of illness, just because they laugh a lot, it doesn't mean that their life is easy. Because they have a smile on their face every day doesn't mean that something's not bothering them. I choose to find joy in things. I choose happiness. I choose to be happy. I choose to look at the brighter side of things. I try to choose that on a daily basis, and it is hard work, but I try my best, and I just wanted to remember that. Here's one of those pretty little calendar pages that I got from the Mary Englebright calendar thing. And it just reminded me of all my sweet Phobo friends, my Facebook friends. We were watching a Netflix marathon of Breaking Bad. So I found this a lesson in chemistry. I found that in a magazine. I thought that was funny. I had a nice chat with Beauty Queen about her Devil's Garden weekend. That's right. She went up to a thing. It's like a, I don't know, a camping trip up north, and she had a lot of fun. And yeah, my lesson for that day was to never apologize for being happy. Don't ever apologize for being happy. Other people want to be miserable. I'll pray for them and I'm sad for them. But I will never apologize for being happy and trying to find the good in things. So that was that day. This day was a Monday, so I had my weekly phone call with my sweet grandma. And the poor thing, she was feeling puny. That's what she calls it. She's so sweet. When she's not feeling well, she says she's feeling puny. So poor thing. She's feeling better now though. I spent my entire day working in my art room that day, and I had so much fun. I worked on all these collages, 3 collages, and it's actually, you've seen the book, but the book itself is this book, and these are the collages in bigger form. What I do, and I've said it before, a little tip for you, I photocopy my artwork whenever I work on something because it is a part of my life. It's a part of my daily life, and I want to record it. So, and then here's just another Mary Englebright calendar page. So cute. And then a sweet Phobo friend, she sent me a bunch of tabs. I had remarked on one of her posts that I liked the tabs, and so I wanted to know where she got them from, and she didn't know, but she dug some out of her stash and sent them to me, which was so awesome of her. So that was really sweet. And here's her card right here, and it was just lovely for her to send that. So sweet. Then I did have a craft day with my crafty bestie. She came over and she wanted to make the watercolor bookmarks that I had done. And so we spent the morning doing that. And then she was interested in doing the Jane Davenport faces and learning how to shade and all that. Not that I'm the best teacher in the world to be learning from, but I was all she had. So, so we did some of those, and that was a lot of fun. Let's see here. Yep. So that's what we did. We spent the day doing that, and it was fun. And then here was Wednesday. Yeah, we were my husband and I were discussing the benefits versus the risks of taking certain medications. There's a certain medication that his doctor put him on, I don't know, a couple months ago, and it makes him, it changes his mood. It's actually a fibromyalgia medication, and yeah, it makes him slightly angry. That's the best way to put it. And he's not an angry man. He is just like a big cuddling teddy bear, super sweet. Yeah, it just changes his, I don't know. I don't like it. So we're going to figure something out with that. Anyway, this day here is actually the day that we went and picked up the weapon that my husband and I had purchased for our son for his birthday. So he was super thrilled to get that in his hot little hands. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah, I'm allergic to adhesive or something. I don't know. My skin does not like Band-Aids. I get at times, sorry, this is TMI. I get these like weird infections and I have to, it's like a bandage that's literally like that big. It's just bad. But anyway, it tears up my skin something fierce. So yeah, I hate that. And then these here, I started making these little tabs because the ones that Shannon had given me are absolutely beautiful, and I'm saving those for a special project. But I thought, you know what? I was going to take some of these and just use them as a template to do my own. So I had some leftover painted file folders. So I just made a whole load of them to use and to send out in Happy Mail. So that's what I did this day here. Let's see why I was so frustrated. Oh my gosh, yeah. I worked all day on this poor girl. And I called it my disaster piece. Oh my gosh. You have this idea in your head and I don't know, you have this idea of what it should look like. And then you work so hard and you work all day on it and it comes out nothing like what was in your head. So yeah, I I got to work on her some more, but yeah, she's saying help me, and she's asking me, like what up with my nose, Elizabeth, really? So yeah, I need to work on that. Poor thing. And this here, I think I had also mentioned or will mention, I'm not really sure, but these were beautiful stickers that I gotten from a lovely friend, my lovely friend Linda, a Facebook friend, and they were originally 3D stickers. And what I do is I deconstruct them and then I stick them on so that they're flat. And it works out great. And these were the tabs was making. And then this was so funny. I'll stop on this page. On Friday, my husband had told the kids, like, you have no plans for the weekend. Do not make any plans for the weekend because his parents were coming. So, when I thought to myself, I'm thinking the in laws are coming, the in laws are coming. And then it just reminded me of Paul Revere. I just, oh my gosh, I really just entertain myself most days. But anyway, so yeah, and then up here I put the hashtag time to hide the Fobonichi journal. But I did show this to my in-laws when they came in on Sunday. So it was just funny. Yeah. So we had to hasten with the cleaning. I mean, we cleaned the house from top to bottom. And yeah, it was a busy, busy, busy weekend for that. And then my sunshine got a commendation at school, an honor award for a project that he did in his speech class. So I was really proud of him for that. And what I did this day for cleaning was I cleaned off our front porch, including the eaves and ceiling and stuff. And then 80 feet of back porch. Ugh, I hate dirt roads. We live in the country and we have dirt roads, and that means dirt gets everywhere. So yeah, it took me like 3 hours to do all of that. And here's another Mary Englebright that I just made, into a simple pocket. So anywho, I'll leave you there and I will thank you for sharing your time with me. And I will bid you farewell and hope that you have a great day and a great week. Talk to you soon.